Hello everyone, welcome to Vidhigya Explained Series. The topic for today's discussion is National Green Tribunal. So why this was in news, because the NGT, that is National Green Tribunal, Eastern Zone, has imposed a fine of rupees 2 crore on the Jindal Steel and Power Limited for changing the natural course of Khurbadali Nala water channel in Odisha's Angul district. So this is why it was in news. So now we'll discuss about what is NGT. So about NGT. So first thing you have to remember, it was established in 2010 under the National Green Tribunal Act. So it isn't a legislative body. It is not legislative, is not legislative body. It is a statutory body. That is, it is created under a statute, that is National Green Tribunal Act 2010. So it was established. It was established for the effective and expeditious disposal of cases related to environmental protection and conservation of forest and other natural resources. So this is a special. This is a type of code which is specialized in a particular field. That is for the protection. The cases that will come to the NGT will be related to environmental protection and conservation of forest and other natural resources. That's why it is known as National Green Tribunal. So New Delhi. So New Delhi is the principal place of sitting. So the principal place of sitting is New Delhi. And Bhopal, Pune, Kolkata, and Chennai shall be other four places of sitting of tribunal. So these are the other four places, and the principal place will be New Delhi. The tribunal is not bound by the procedure laid down under the Code of Civil Procedure, but shall be guided by principle of natural justice. So it shall be guided by principle of natural justice, that is known as PNJ. NGT is mandated to make disposal of application or appeal finally within 6 months. So when an application is filed in the NGT, so it has to so the disposal should be made within a period of 6 months. So that is, you have to remember the time period. That is the 6 months time period. So you know about that, why this was in news and the importance of NGT and when it was created. What this is the objective of NGT, and like we have discussed about the principal bench also and time period also. Now, with the establishment of NGT, India became third country. So this is important, that India became third country in the world to set up a specialized environment tribunal. So it is a specialized environment tribunal. So India becomes third country after Australia and New Zealand. So it is the third country which has established such a tribunal in the country, only after Australia and New Zealand, and the first developing countries also, and the first developing country. So this is a major feat of Indian government. Now the chairman. So chairman is important. It is the administrative head of the tribunal, also serves as a judicial member and is required to be serving or retired Chief Justice of High Court. So it should be the chairman should be either serving or retired Chief Justice of High Court or a judge of Supreme Court or a judge of Supreme Court. So this is the chairman. He is the chairman, and he or she, and the chairman is the executive head of this NGT. So you have to remember that it is the third country after Australia and New Zealand to establish such a special environment tribunal. So we have discussed about why this was in news. Then we have discussed it was in 2020. So the first chairman was first chair was Satyendra Kumar. So he was the first chairperson of the NGT. And principal bench, remember, principal bench in New Delhi, and not bounded by the procedural code. However, it is bounded by the principles of natural justice. There are certain principles. For example, one cannot be a judge in own case, and the other party should also given the chance of hearing. So these are some of the principles of natural justice that needs to be followed by this court. And most important is that this time period, that it has to dispose the matter within a period of 6 months. Now we'll discuss 5 questions. Question number 1: NGT was established in which year? Your options are here. And the 2010, 2012, 2013, 2015. The correct option is 2010. Question number 2: principal place of sitting of NGT is in which city? Delhi, Chennai, Bangalore, none of the above. So the correct option is Delhi. Other are Pune, Bhopal, Chennai, and Kolkata. These are the 4 other benches of NGT. So we have discussed about BrahMos also. So the BrahMos can be launched from which of the following? So this is the question from yesterday topic. Your option are air, land, water, all of the above. The correct option here is all of the above. Question number 4: India became the country in the world to set up a specialized environmental tribunal. Your option are 3rd, 4th, 5th, none of the above. So the correct option here is India became 3rd after Australia and New Zealand. However, it is the first developing country to do so. India has set, since we are talking about National Green Tribunal, therefore we need to remember such question, that India has set the target of achieving net zero emission by which year? Your option are 2050, 2060, 2070, 2080. The correct option is 2070. So we have discussed in one of the session about Panchamitra, the 5 targets that the Indian government has dictated in the COP 26 that happened in the year 2021. So you have to remember these things. Go and read about Panchamitra targets also. So that's all for this session. Stay logical with Vidhigya, your best pal in CLAT Preps.